All right, guys, welcome back. Tonight we're going to break down the big boxing fight on May 6th, Canelo versus Ryder. It's Cinco de Mayo weekend, and it is labeled The King is Back, and that's because Canelo is finally returning for a fight in his hometown, Mexico. So he hasn't fought there in, I believe, 11 years, if I read that correctly. So the King is back. We have Canelo 58, 2-2 with 39 knockouts. Unbelievable record, versus John Ryder, 32-5 with 18 knockouts. Everybody's kind of saying, oh, Canelo's getting older. He's looking washed these days. Guys, Canelo is 32 years old. He is not old. I mean, he's old in wear and tear, but he ain't old. He's 32 years old. He's younger than Ryder. Ryder's 34 years old. We got a pretty good fight on our hands here. How are you excited for the fight, A-Train?
Yeah, it's always all these Canelo fights. You always get up for them. You just hope that the good old judging and boxing or referee stoppages don't interfere with too much or weird knees that you don't get come up from like Ryan Garcia last week. Because I don't know if it was that hard, that punch, but I'm not out there. But it looked like I've seen lesser fighters get up from less than that. So whatever.
I wonder how the drug testing has been too, right? Because people are always, oh, what's in his meat? What's in his meat?
Oh, the old Alistair Overeem horse meat thing, right? So who knows? It is in Canelo's hometown, so that's how they're sold selling this fight. So
So Canelo actually asked for a rebound fight. He actually asked for I guess a easier fight. But Ryder's no give me. Reimer's not a terrible fighter by any means. He's beaten Danny Jacobs. He's beaten some good fighters. He's coming off wins. Canelo is coming off that win over Triple G, and before that he lost the big fight to Bivol there. So Canelo, he's looking a little bit slower, but he's moved up in weight so many times, and he's been fighting bigger guys. For once, he's not fighting a way bigger guy. So this seems like a really tough ask from Ryder, in my opinion. I mean, Ryder's going to Mexico. How is he going to win a decision here? Like, he's probably not. And how is he going to knock out Canelo's Mexican chin? He's probably not. Canelo's never been down. I mean, the guy's insanely tough. The only thing with Canelo that's worrisome is sometimes his output leaves a lot to be desired. Like he when he wins by decision, they're kind of close because he gives away rounds by not throwing much, but he has that insane power. And I mean, he finds a hell of a lot of knockouts. I mean, 39 knockouts in 58 wins. It's a good ratio here. Now he's got two losses. People are writing him off like Canelo's not the same. He's washed. He has two losses, guys. Two losses. He lost to Mayweather when he was like a kid. I think he was like, how old was he in that fight? 20 years old or something like that?
something like that.
Yeah. So he lost to Mayweather when he was a kid. He lost to a jab. He lost to a defensive specialist. And he lost 2 fights ago to a guy who was way bigger than him. He dared to be great. So that's the one thing I like about Canelo, and people don't realize it, is he's always daring to be great by fighting these bigger guys. He keeps moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up. He's not a tall guy. Like, he's thick as hell. Look at his neck. But guy, like, size matters. He's a short guy for the against, like, compared to who he's fighting. He's always the shorter guy, like almost like Tank Davis. He's always the smaller fighter. So I do respect that he's always taking these fights. And Ryder is not Mayweather. He's not a defensive specialist. He's not a jabber, and he's not way bigger like Canelo's last loss. So for me, this looks like a Canelo slam dunk. It's just a matter of how he's going to do it. How do you see this fight playing out?
I think it's a Canelo slam dunk as well. There's a couple factors. It's like the whole UFC thing too. You can work in there, like when the English fighter fights in England and it goes to the scorecards, the English fighter always kind of gets it, kind of deal, or has a better chance than anything close. If I don't know if this will be close, Canelo's volume is going to make that dependent. But if this thing does go to scorecards, they're going to find a way to give it to Canelo. Actually, that's the one of the bets I do like is Canelo by decision, which is plus 320. I know they're gonna be like, oh, he's gonna try and knock him out. He's gonna try and knock him out. But this guy is what, 32-5. and he's only been TKO'd the one time back in, like, let me look it up here, 2015 to Nick Blackwell. The reason I think he's going to lose is because they do share some common opponents like Callum Smith and Rocky Fielding, and he lost to them, and Canelo beat them, right?
Billy Joe Saunders too.
Billy Joe Saunders is, yep, yep. You took a word, so I don't know, Billy Joe Saunders too, right? So that's, you can't play him at minus 1600 unless you were some kind of rich fuck that is able to throw down thousands of dollars to win hundreds of dollars. But at plus 320, I like it. I know you have some round props you want to go through, but I
Yeah.
like, my personal favorite is, I feel like Canelo wins this fight. And I'm not too sure about the knockout because what's that, minus 300? That's not
Yep.
even good. Who the fuck pays minus 300 for a fucking knockout? I'm busting my balls to find ways not to play any inside the distance at minus in the UFC fight. So like,
Yep.
uh it baffles me. I think plus 320 is good value on Canelo because I think he's winning this fight 9 times out of 10.
So actually, I think you said plus 320 on decision. I'm pretty sure it's higher than that, because I took a couple screenshots. I'm going to post them in a second. So like you said, Canelo to win minus 1600. If you put $100 on Canelo to win, you're winning $6.25. Who the hell is throwing $100 to win $6.25? Not a chance in hell. Canelo to win by knockout. You put $100 down, you're winning $33. Again, I'm not putting $100 down to win $33. So the three bets that I'm looking at don't even involve picking a winner. They don't involve a winner. The fight to go the distance is plus 350 or plus
250.
250. Sorry. So you get $100 will pay you back 350 fight to go the distance. So it doesn't even matter who wins. It goes the distance, $100 into 350. Like there's value there for sure. I like that. And if somehow Canelo does lose a decision, you're still covered. So you're covered on a bad decision, you're covered on a good decision, like you're just covered. Or if you think the fight will finish in the first 6 rounds, you're getting times 3.2 your money. Like that's pretty good value too. Or if you think it's going to finish round 7 till 12, times 2 your money. And again, it doesn't even matter who does it. So if you think there's going to be a knockout, either side, Canelo's not getting knocked out. His chin's good. He's not getting knocked out. But
No.
those are your props. Like there's no point betting on a winner for me. Like your bet Canelo by decision is good value, but I think the covering both fighters by decision is almost better value. Like it's I don't know, man. I don't
Well,
like the Canelo money. I don't like it. So I rather choose one of those three plays: finish in the first 6, finish in the second 6, or fight to go the distance. Those would be my three plays. Of course, there's other stuff out there, but just the odds are crazy here.
John Ryder by decisions plus 1800. So I don't think they're thinking that that's going to happen too much or too often. So I think Canelo wins this fight like almost 10 times out of 10. Just he's Canelo. It's in Mexico. He's the better boxer.
And they're
And
talking about his next fight already. Like
and they're talking
I hate when they're doing that. When he wins, we're gonna set up this. It's like, guys, let the fight play out.
Chimaev style, right? Chimaev's talking about this. He hasn't even fought ever since he fought Gilbert Burns anyway. So but yeah, plus 320 is, that's what I'm seeing on DraftKings now. I don't know what it's on the other books. I'll take a look. I'll take the best value at some point. I'll save a little $50, throw it down on that, make myself what, a couple hundred maybe, if that. So that's not bad. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. There could be some kind of like Mexican judge saying, "Oh, he stumbled," and knockout, 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 right? So
You know what? Call me crazy, but I actually like the bet fight to go the distance. And the only reason I kind of do like it is because one, the value is good. You're 3.2 times 3.2 your money. So good value. But on top of that, if you lose that bet, it means there was a knockout. You had a great night. You're like, all right, at least we saw a knockout. If you bet on the knockout and you don't get it, you're like, that sucked. We got a shitty decision. I lost my money. Didn't like the fight. If you bet on the decision and someone gets knocked out, at least you saw a wicked fight. Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah, I agree.
I like that. seems like we're both on the same side, guys. We both have Canelo. The odds are shit on him, so you're gonna have to you're gonna have to make a play here. You're gonna have to pick the rounds, or you're gonna have to pick by decision to get any kind of value. We both have him. We're both looking forward to the fight, and there's some other good boxing fights coming up soon, and we'll be covering those as well. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the fights.
Yeah, come back next month for Haney and Lomachenko, and then Spence and Crawford, baby.
They still haven't got it done yet. Spence and Crawford is still not signed yet.
But they're saying it's happening on June 17th.
But I every other day on Facebook, I see something or on the social media, whatever, it's ready to signed and delivered. But my big boxing guy says it's still not finalized.
Well, fuck, they better finalize it. I've been waiting for that fight forever. So
I saw a meme of them both looking like 100-year-old men. It's like the time is now. Like it's the funniest face off you ever seen.
my God, I'm not the hugest of all. Like, I don't watch boxing like I watch UFC prelims and stuff like that. So I don't know. But the big guys I know. So I watched the Lomachenko fight when he lost to Lopez. Heartbreaker. But I had Lopez. I bet him live. And then, but Spence and Crawford been following them for a long time, man. Fuck. Just fight you two.
It's funny you just brought up Lomachenko. So that fight's coming up soon. Him and Haney. I know the whole world's on Haney. We're gonna drop a video on that, but I'm telling you, I actually have Loma. Trust me. I know it sounds crazy. Watch out. We're gonna drop a video on that. Watch out for that,
I can see
guys.
the point of view, man. I can see your point of view. I watched like if you watch even that fight that he lost to Lopez, he was coming on at the end, right? You know what I mean? He does have better power than Haney. Haney is a complete decisionator, so he's not knocking out Lomachenko in a fucking not a chance. So I can see where you're coming on that. I'm gonna do a little bit more research, but I can see a good path there.
So that's exactly it for me. Haney doesn't have the power like Teofimo Lopez or whatever. He's not looking good these days.
Nope.
But they did crack hard, and that Loma had to navigate that. With Haney, he's not worried about the power. We're gonna break this down another time, but I don't know. I feel good about Loma, and if the odds are good, I'm gonna be jumping on that.
It's plus 200 now, but I think it might get worse because you, like you said, public's on Haney. So just let it grow, my friend. Let it grow.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Enjoy the fights. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.